What's going on, everybody? It's been a few weeks. Y'all haven't heard from me. It's just due to me being very, very busy. But I have a few topics that I want to cover or talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been going viral. I've been paying attention, and I feel like I need to speak on a couple things. The first thing I want to speak about is Sonya Massey that was killed in her home. Um, I I just want to touch bases on it. Just so you guys can hear my opinion on it. This type of stuff happens a lot in the black community. I know everybody's pretty much hip to what be going on with my people. Due to being treated unfairly when it comes to either crime or just being a victim of crime. For example, Sonya Massey, she reached out to the police that evening or that night because she thought somebody was intruding her house. So she felt like she was in danger. So she reached out to the Sangamon County Sheriff's Department, I believe. But that's the county that she contacted the police in. If I'm saying that word incorrect, just somebody correct me in the comments. But it's Sangamon County in Illinois. And she reached out to the police so they can come check out the situation because she thought it was an intruder in the house. So when the police get there, um the officer that did the shooting, well, the killing of Sonya Massey, his name was Sean Grayson. But from the later reports that's coming out now, is basically it seemed like he was already coming there with ill intent to do something foul because when he arrived to Sonya Massey's house, he already had his body cam off. You see what I'm saying? So he was already up to no good for real. But where all this went left for him in the long run is that his partner that went to Sonya Macy's house, he left his camera on while everything took place. So when they walked in the house, he's basically telling her like what's going on. She's explaining herself why she called and reached out to the police, and dude kept pursuing like he kept moving forward like as while he was talking to her. You know what I'm saying? So she asked, could she turn off the hot water that was in the kitchen boiling? So they basically told her that she can do it. So when she went to go grab the pot, he used that as a tactic to attack her basically. So as soon as she picked up the pot, he like, don't throw that boiling pot on me. Don't burn me with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to use an excuse so he can cause harm to her, knowing that she reached out to them because she was in fear of her life or in fear that she was in danger due to some intruders breaking in her house. So he's aggressively telling her like put the pot down or I'll shoot you in the face, threatening her and all that criminal threats. When was it ever cool for a police officer or a sheriff to send out criminal threats? Because where I come from, if you do a criminal threat, that's a strikable offense and it's jail time behind it. So you mean to tell me just because they're a police officer, they can pull out criminal threats on victims or civilians? Sonya Massey wasn't no criminal, so why was Sean Grayson carrying on like that, using criminal threats to a civilian at that? So he's threatening her like I'll shoot you in the face if you don't put the pot down. So now Sonya Massey, she's scared for her life, so she kneels on the ground with the pot, and he constantly yells at her and tells her to put the pot down. It was no way in hell that he was in fear for his life. For one, she went to the ground with the pot, and she was praying for like for her life, basically. She may be antagonizing with the words that she said, but at the same time, she was basically saying, "I rebuke you, Satan," and all that. Like, but at the same time, you got to look at the overall picture of what black people go through in America. We constantly get shot down in the streets like dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not even civilians or citizens of America. You know what I'm saying? So just constantly seeing this on the day to day, if not year through month basis. Sonya is she knows what goes on in the black community, so she was afraid even of the police. Like it sucks to the point where when we want to contact the police, we even afraid to do that because we might lose our life just for asking for help. That's the bullshit that black people gotta go through. That's why sometimes I'll be everybody wants a change, but at the same time, it's like this shit ain't gonna never change because there's motherfuckers like Sean Grayson out here that's considered to be our sheriffs and police officers. Like, who are y'all here to protect? Is y'all here to just protect white people? Because that's what it seemed like. Because when the brother or when black people or Hispanic people need help, y'all quick to turn the gun on them, and they the victims of the situation. So anyway, Sean Grayson shot Sonya Massey in the face 3 times while she was on the ground. It was no way she was a harm to that dude. Cause for one, she was on the ground with the boiling pot, and she didn't even like show no type of motion with the pot, like if she was finna throw it on him. So it didn't make no sense for him to do that. That's just racism boiling in this dude's heart, and he wanted to exercise his white power and his power through the police department or the sheriff's department. He wanted to use that power to do evil that day. So he killed Sonya Massey for no damn reason. And like I said, this happens a lot in the black community when we don't get justice and all type of stuff. Police officers get off of doing serious jail time for the murders that they commit. This was a murder. Yeah, the sheriff unions and police unions is not backing this guy up. But at the same time, whenever this dude gets sentenced, because he is getting tried for murder, but at the same time, when this dude gets sentenced, a lot of times when cops do stuff like this, they only get 15 years manslaughter or uh 15 years for murder, 20 years for murder. But if a civilian like myself or anybody of my skin tone or color do a murder, they getting 50 years, 60 years, 80 years. Why is it every time when a white cop kills somebody, they get a lot of time sometimes, but it's the amount of time that you can still bounce back from. Like if he's in his 30s, 20 years, he'll be out when he's in his 50s. If they give him the whole 20, but most of the time they're not gonna give him the whole 20. He might do 12 or 15 off that. So he'll still have the rest of his life when they do let him out. You know what I'm saying? They need to stop doing that too. If somebody commits a heinous crime like that, they deserve to get the book thrown at them. You know what I'm saying? And pay heavy restitution fees. They need to stop letting these police officers off the hook for when they do evil and wicked things like this. They need to really sit down and really pay for what they've done. So I just want to send a shout out to Sonya Massey and her family and her kids. You know that was an evil and bad thing that happened, and I wish the best for your family. And we're gonna keep this thing moving. I want to talk about this Kamala Harris uh run for the presidency now. You know that Joe Biden has stepped down or let her take over to run for the next president election. Honestly, I feel like the lady is not fit to run our country due to all the negative things that's was going on within China, Iran, and Israel and Russia, and what's going on with Hamas as well with Israel. I don't think she's fit to run this heavy load that was going on right now. Yeah, she was a prosecutor in California, and she was hard on crime, but crime and wars is two different things. This is a man's job, and a man. I'm not saying that a woman can't do it, but at the same time, women is more emotional, and they work on emotions. We don't need somebody running the country off emotion. We need somebody that's going to run this country off of logic and being strategic. Not saying that women can't move like that, but at the same time, y'all always at the end of the day, the way y'all wired is off of emotion, and we don't need no emotions running the country right now. For what I know, she's not business savvy or none of that. And my whole thing is with her saying that she's black all of a sudden. I'm just not with that either. You want the black vote, but look at the ways that she's trying to get it. Like she has a rally in Atlanta, and she uses Megan Thee Stallion to perform and have Quavo speak. Like, and these people ain't never was on no political stuff. So why throw a concert to get the black vote? Like who do you think we is? Like we think we some sellouts? You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. Like why do they get at us like this? Like we just some idiots or something. That's just how I took it. So you just gonna give us a free concert, and then on top of that, Megan Thee Stallion, she's up there twerking. Like, come on, that shit was just so embarrassing for the black community. I don't stand behind that shit. It's a time and place for everything. And right now, in the political race and for the presidency, this is some serious shit. Cause we damn near finna head into World War III at the moment. You know what I'm saying? I just don't feel like all this playing and shucking and jiving with what my people doing at the moment for this presidency. I don't think it's I don't think it's the right time for that. It's like I said, it's a time and place for that, and having press conferences and all that to have free concerts and Megan Thee Stallion twerking. That's just not it. That is not it at all. That makes us look crazy as hell as people. I'm talking about my black people. I'm not talking about white people. None of that. You know, everybody does some crazy shit, but the shit we do sometimes is just, man, it's just mind boggling. Like in a serious time like this, you Megan Thee Stallion wants to go up there and make her platform better just by twerking and performing for Kamala Harris to speak. Like this shit doesn't make no damn sense. Um, does Kamala Harris have my vote? I honestly say no. And I, I'm not gonna vote for Trump either. I just hope that Trump gets it. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. Like I don't want to vote for neither one. I just want to let the universe take control over that. Because but if I did have it, if I do vote, I'm gonna vote for Trump. Just let's put it like that. Because I honestly feel like his policies is better. Because even Kamala Harris, like when you look her up, she doesn't really have no policies. She doesn't have no policies for pretty much nothing, especially not for my people. But I like a few of Donald Trump's policies. I always did like his policy with closing the border because that shit's crazy what these Democrats is doing, leaving the border wide open like that for all type of crazy motherfuckers to come over here. Shit, we got enough crazy people over here as it is. So you finna let 12 million? I think they said like 8 million right now, and by the time this election is over with, they said it's going to be about 12 million legal immigrants over here. You mean to tell me it's 12 million more crazy motherfuckers coming over here? That's crazy, man. I got kids to think about. I got family members I love. You know what I'm saying? And there's been many incidents already documented that people were getting raped and kidnapped and killed. You know what I'm saying? Due to these illegal immigrants coming over here, thinking that their old rules of their country applies over here, and it doesn't. But at the same time, it's so much. It's only so much the police can do. They outstaffed as it is. So letting all these other people come over here, it's gonna be all type of chaos going on. So for me to vote for the Democratic Party, that's not gonna happen. Not this go round. And my people, my black people, we've been bamboozled into voting for them for the last man before I was even born. We've been forever voting Democrat, and it's like for what? They ain't never did nothing for the black community. You know what I'm saying? It's just even when Barack Obama was in office, he never did nothing for the black community. He did more for the LGBT community. You know, that's sad, man. How you not gonna do nothing for your own people? And that's exactly what I feel like it's gonna be. It's gonna be a rerun with Kamala. She's gonna do the same thing Barack Obama did. Is 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 give more rights to the LGBT and overlook the problems that we have in the inner city and the inner communities with black people. You know what I'm saying? We need to make a change, man. Shit just don't make no sense. But yeah, that's my take with Kamala. I just feel like she's not fit for it. She's not fit for the job. So let the man Donald Trump run the country. Cause I feel like he'll make more positive decisions. He's more business savvy. He has some type of relationship with Putin. He might can talk that war, talk them out of that war over there as well. You know what I'm saying? Because when war goes on, it's just a lot of problems, a lot of wasted money. You know, a lot of lives being taken, and this could possibly save us from going into World War III and really witnessing Armageddon for real. This could be the end of times for real if something don't change. Because when the nuclear war and all that stuff is presented and it actually takes place, everybody might as well just start just you know what I'm saying, forgetting about everything that you ever accomplished and all that because it's all over. When them codes and the news start getting launched, it's over with. When one get launched, they just gonna keep getting launched. You know what I'm saying? So I honestly feel like the only man that can stop this is Donald Trump for real. This is not a black and white war. This is not a civil war. This is none of that. But at the same time, it could get bad like that even in the United States with the Civil War. I don't think the MAGA representatives is gonna take that lightly if Donald Trump lose, especially not to no fake black woman. She ain't even black, but at the same time, she's claiming to be black. If you look at all her, well, now I ain't gonna say all, because it's been sometimes she claimed that she's black, but before the recent times that she's claiming that she's been black, well, I'm speaking of Kamala Harris, she always claimed that she was an Indian and a proud American. So all of a sudden now that she needs the black vote, because now she's running for presidency and all that, now she want to be black. Like that's, I'm not rocking with that. If you born black, you black. All this back and forth and being confused and want to claim one side one day just to get ahead in something else, and then now you need these people, so now you want to claim this side of your ethnicity. That's not cool, man. See, she the type of person when she go for a job, you know what they ask your ethnicity. She just puts, or she puts like she don't put African American. She put other, or she puts Indian, white American, and others. Like she won't check that bubble with African American because she's ashamed of claiming it. But now when it's hip to claim it or when you need to claim it, now you want to claim it. Like, nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that wishy washy back and forth. You either gonna rock with us or you not. You gonna be either happy that you black and stand tall or don't claim it at all. You know what I'm saying? You should make it as making the stallion as a scapegoat to get some clout off of being black. That's out. If I was making a stallion, I would have never even took that because you embarrassed yourself and you embarrassed the people. You should have never even accepted that. But yeah, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move along to Donald Trump now. I wanted to talk about that conference he had in Chicago the other day at the NABJ conference. Yeah, he was absolutely right about everything that he said. For one, they had the man. They was running late. They didn't even start the conference 30 minutes after it was supposed to start. Then as soon as they started off, they asking them all uh these dumb questions like, oh, why would you want the black vote when you treat our women bad? Like speaking on other journalists and all that, like down talking and all that. And it's like, come on, see that's exactly what I'm saying. We don't need no female running the country because the first thing they asked them was some emotional ass shit. Like who gives a fuck what this dude talking about? If they stupid, they stupid. It don't matter what race you is. You can be white, Black, Mexican, Asian, it don't matter. If you were just stupid, you stupid. And that's all dude was saying. Like, whoever he was talking about, you know what I'm saying? They probably did some dumb shit, so we called them stupid. It is what it is, man. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the first question she asked was some emotional ass shit. That's exactly why we don't need no women running the country. And then they brought up the fact that do you think Kamala is black? And he was basically saying, I never knew she was black because every time she talks about some shit, she always says she's Indian and she a proud American. So that's exactly what I was just saying before I started talking about Donald. Is that she never claimed to be black. Now all of a sudden she want to be black. You know what I'm saying? So he did his thing at the conference. I'm not gonna go into detail and all that because you can YouTube it, you can watch it. It's about 40 minutes if you want to chime in to the conference meeting that he had in Chicago at the NABJ conference in Chicago. But yeah, man, I just feel like it's a lot of things that need to get changed. They need to close that border for sure. Because if not, it's going to be all bad. And that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to cover right now. Because y'all haven't heard from me in a while. Well, not a while, but probably a few weeks. Just been really, really busy. But thanks for all my subscribers that still been rocking with me. And we going to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a blessed day. And I'm going to see you on the next one. No.